Everybody, Phase 3, we here. Everybody who hasn't been on that other earlier episodes, do your intro.
That means Jason, Darius, Brandon,
Oh yeah.
and Ash.
I already did mine.
Did
I was on the last one.
Okay,
Oh,
I got
you
it.
were.
Got it. Hold on, I got it. You call Jason.
Yo, stop slandering me.
Stop it. I need to hear his they do that.
That's probably the
They
most
dislike
emotion I've ever heard Jason say anything.
Slandering me.
Sure does.
Side.
All right, go ahead.
Is it me next?
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
No, you already went.
I hate Brandon so much. This is Jason at Call Jason. Is this the MC episode?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
mid episode.
Hey, this is
Yeah,
Darius.
that's it.
Yeah,
Go, Darius.
I was going, but yeah. Hey, this is Darius at Idiot Nova, ready to talk about some movies. Yeah.
Mid.
The best movies ever, even.
Yeah. Starting with the absolute best of the best, Civil War. Captain America Civil War. This is the first hero versus hero Marvel film. Introduced Spider-Man and Black Panther to the MCU. It spans very controversial debates to this day over who was right, Captain America or Iron Man. It grows.
There is a right answer, however, but we'll talk about that later.
All right, it grossed 1.15 billion. It was received very well. How everybody feel about Civil War?
Okay, so here's the thing. Like, I didn't like it, but like it spawned a lot of character debates, and I strive on chaos. So, like I'll be in the fray on those arguments.
Is that a light skin thing? Like the light skins just thrive off of chaos?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just evil. That's all.
Yeah,
Like-
bro, we're just
It has nothing to do
heroes,
with my
bro.
skin color.
Like, I'm drinking. I'm
Bro.
here for it. So
I thrive off negativity.
Like my
Yes.
eyes just activate.
I'm wholesome though.
You know? Yeah.
No, you're not.
Lies.
Yeah. Sorry, I can't cape for you guys anymore. Like I used to, but I can't because like everyone knows I'm lying. I'm like, yeah,
You're a
all
true
my
liar.
niggas, yeah, like, oh yeah, Jason and Church, they're wholesome as fuck. No, 'cause I know.
Bro, I'm pretty
I'm
wholesome.
not-
I'm just violent.
I'm not. Like I'm
Oh.
not wholesome, so why would I say you guys are wholesome?
I'm very calm.
But yeah,
nice, collected.
Civil War was. I like it more as time goes on, but I mean I don't know how much I like it. It's kind of
Yeah.
complicated.
I'm the
It
same.
had a lot of cool moments.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll
It
say
gave
that.
us the best Black Panther. He's actually got progressively worse.
He has been. I was just about to say that. I was
Um,
like, I like Black Panther better in Civil War than in his old movie. So
Yeah,
This is no
man.
place. This is
Good
no
point.
get up. This is no place to die. Fucking
It was some of the most elite shoehorning of characters that I've personally ever witnessed.
Oh,
Talk
fat.
Yeah.
about it.
It's
Talk
like-
about it.
It's like, oh man, the Spider-Man, that was.
The Spider-Man one is like hilarious. Thinking
It's
about
egregious.
Let me go see this 15-year-old kid in New York. He'll really be of help. Like, come on, realistically. Come
Like,
on.
okay, this is
Yeah,
my
I had
biggest
time
problem
to
with
watch
Civil
your
War.
video. I know who this is. I know who you
My-
are.
My biggest problem with Civil War, bro, you could take literally everyone but 4 characters out of this movie. It's the same fucking movie.
Basically.
Yeah. I like the
My
way
problem
they.
is there's no war. It's like a heated
Yeah.
argument.
It was a domestic dispute.
I do like the spin
Family
they put
drama.
on Civil War though, with like the Winter Soldier, like subplot. That made it more interesting than just.
Yeah, that was
yeah,
cool.
of course.
Yeah.
Because that
Oh,
was like
and it was-
Russo. That's Russo in their prime. The Russos in their prime, like that Winter
Yeah.
Soldier type stuff. When they're dealing with that, just everything
I
else
like-
in the background, it was just like watering it down, like the
Also, I like
seriousness
how,
of it.
It really was watered
I
down.
like
Yeah.
how the Russos. I like how the Russos like led the plot point for like the answer to who was right to be obvious, but like people still cape for the other side. I don't understand that. Like,
All right, just for the sake of argument, who do you think is right?
Tony, what the fuck?
What?
See, okay,
I'm
here's
Team
the thing.
Cap.
No, listen. Okay, listen.
But I'm also a cop, so
Yeah, we know.
You say you a fed?
yeah.
I'll
we
get off
know-
the podcast real
But,
quick, man.
see, we know why you're Team Cap, and like, it's okay. I get it, Ant-Man. We know.
No, it has
But,
nothing to do with that. But now that you mention it,
Oh my god.
they did give
Okay.
us Giant Man.
Okay, but here's the thing. Okay, Tony was right, but he did it. The way he acted about being right was wrong.
Yep.
But the end scene, Cap, totally wrong. He was a piece of shit for that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
he not only he didn't try to make calm Tony down. It wasn't.
No, he tried pretty hard.
It wasn't a hey chill calm hey no. He went out his way to whoop his ass and almost got his ass whooped. So you're gonna tell me? So you don't tell me? Oh shit! Your parents got clapped on video in front of you. The nigga who did it is like right behind your ass, breathing down your fucking neck, and you're not supposed to do. But
I mean, I wouldn't have, but
it's not that simple. It's not that simple.
I would not have speed blitzed a guy who had no knowledge of what he was doing.
Honestly,
I'd be angry, but I would speed.
I understand why I wouldn't. Why? See,
I'd
it's
still beat his
logic.
ass.
So when we think, exactly, it's different for everybody. But when we really think about it, is he really at fault for reacting like that? I don't think so.
I don't think
I
so
don't think
because
he
that's
is either.
personal. That's
I don't
really
think
deep.
he's wrong for
I
wanting to
think
beat his
there are,
ass.
sure.
However, I do think he's wrong for wanting to imprison his friends.
Like,
I think if it was any other character, I'd be more convinced. But because it was Tony, who doesn't really he didn't have the ground prior to this to stand on when it came to bad decisions.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, I'm
getting
surprised he
people
didn't know that his parents got killed by Winter Soldier earlier because they pretty much told us in Winter Soldier.
I mean, it's hard to keep track of all these plot points,
Well,
especially when it's your job. You'd expect people who that's their job to keep up with it, but
see, it's not even just
everybody gasped in the movie, and I was like, y'all niggas didn't know this already? Like
it's not even a knowledge thing. It's the fact he saw it happen and he saw it, how it happened right in front of him, and then that nigga looked in the camera and walked away. But you can't tell me in any situation that Cap is correct for. I'm not saying you should have let Bucky get his ass beat, but I'm saying you shouldn't have gone out your way to fight him because that's exactly what.
well, I mean, what else would have happened?
I think.
Okay, keep it a G. Cap tried to stop this nigga, and he hit him with a repulsor blast in the chest.
Okay.
What do you want
What
to do? Is good enough with words. Calm
That
this
ain't
nigga
got
down.
nothing to do with him.
I mean, it's just like. Okay, maybe, and see, even in the situation where that wouldn't have happened, I don't like how people get on Tony for reacting like that. That's his parents.
I mean,
Yeah, it's very layered. Like it's not some black or white thing where I'm like, oh, dude, Tony's totally wrong. But I think it's it has some reputation to it. When
It's
it
like
comes
maybe
to them two characters.
I feel like Civil War is more about Bucky than it was about the actual conflict.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing. Logically, that was not the right thing to do, but I understand in the heat of moment, after discovering that information, I get it. So
And it made sense in Infinity War, when we talk about that later.
Okay. Also, another thing, didn't Tony steal all Shield's data in Avengers?
Yes.
Shouldn't he have known this already?
No, because they hadn't thought to put it in the movie yet. No. Why are you booing me? I'm right.
You are, but it just put a stake in the conversation.
Okay.
All right.
But here's the thing. I don't think he was thinking, even if he did, I'm not thinking he was thinking, oh, I'm going to figure out who killed my parents. That's not on his mind right then.
That's
He's
true.
thinking about other things. And there's so much data to go through. Just
there
because he
is
has access to all of it.
I mean, he could go through a YouTube video to find out a kid's Spider-Man.
That's
exactly.
also true.
So,
I mean, they kind of advertise the kid Spider-Man though. That's something that people will be talking about. Nobody's talking about. Oh, look at these.
oh yeah, I'm just saying. He was like, I need that guy. I need him on my team.
All right, man. What's y'all ratings for Civil War, dog?
7.5.
7.5.
7.5.
I'll give it
It's not a bad movie, and people really turned on it.
It's not at all.
It's not a bad movie.
It's not a bad movie, but it's not a good movie.
When I saw
that's good.
When I saw it, I was the stuff it's still I still see. It's been how many years?
3.
What, 3?
3.
Yeah, and I still the movie still garners my attention.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
It has rewatchability.
Better than
I'll say
both.
that.
When
I was about to say it's better than both Avengers movies, but
No, that's Cap.
Is it? Is it Cap?
I think
It's
it's
Cap.
Cap.
That's
I
Cap.
don't know. I certainly enjoy it more than the first two.
I do too.
I mean, Avengers 1 isn't bad. Neither is
Avengers
Avengers.
1 is good.
Avengers 1 is a good start to a team.
Civil War is just Avengers 2.5 anyway.
Yeah, it is.
Pretty much.
It really is.
It had Giant Man.
That's all.
That's all you
Say
care
that.
about. That's all that matters, huh?
I just
This
remember
nigga.
Spider-Man whooping Bucky and Sam, and that was like funny.
And then his combat skills got progressively worse.
Worse, yeah.
Oh
Like,
man.
so you can beat them.
I
but
didn't
you
like
can't-
how Black Panther went out either. That pissed me
Oh, that
off.
was bullshit. With the
It was like
with
that
the little
irritated the shit
taser.
out of me.
Shit was trash. All right, next thing, Doctor Strange. This movie was very unique. It had acid visuals. It had a big whitewashing controversy with Tilda Swinton playing the Ancient One.
Still
However,
haven't gotten over that.
it was received okay. It was kind of negative leaning, but it grossed almost $700 million at the box office. How does everybody feel about Doctor Strange?
It felt like Inception with capes. Honestly, that's
It had
what it
such
felt
a
like.
good
Okay,
cast.
That's,
my
disres-
thing.
that's disrespectful to Inception, because Inception was good.
It was
You know
good.
what she means.
Exactly.
You know what she means.
Look, I like Doctor Strange. I could definitely see the flaws
Why?
in it. I just like the way the shit was like. I don't know. It's just the way this stuff was presented
Eye
to
candy.
us on screen.
Oh, like the
I like
It
visuals.
looked good.
It was.
It offered
was a-
more than like a usual bad, mediocre MCU movie would.
Did it really though?
True. Yeah, it did.
Yes.
Visuals, which is
Visually, yes.
And
No.
whenever he did the time shit, that was just very impressive to me.
It was clever, but like at the same time, it's like I can't give it a pass for that because
Yeah, I know.
the main villain was still mid, and they raced.
It was mid. It
Yeah.
fell apart at the end
They
because of it.
they
That was
totally
Wasted.
wasted Mads Mikkelsen. Is that his name?
Because the
Yeah.
funny
Mickelson?
thing is,
Yes.
he did a really good job, but he didn't have that much to do.
I mean, there's only so much you could do with that character, which is true. But like, yeah, at the end he was wasted, and like
Yes.
the most threatening thing about him was his eyeshadow. You know,
remember
they
when
did a
Wong
good
was
job on the
listening
eyeshadow.
to
They
Beyonce?
Character design was brilliant.
Yeah, they had Mans with singing Beyonce.
Yeah, that was bad.
That was bad.
Bro, Doctor Strange accidentally peaks up the main villain halfway through the movie. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
The
visually,
cast
movie's
deserved
cool.
better because I thought everyone did a good job. It's just
They
you know,
did.
I mean,
it's a rare situation.
to me, this is the worst movie in the MCU.
What?
Really?
Doctor Strange,
You're
It's not the
bugging.
worst.
You're actually
Thor
bugging.
2 is
Me and
out.
you, Kenny, me and you were discussing the Thor movies a week ago.
Exactly. Like, what are you talking about?
Thor 2
All right,
is
boom.
out, and it is bad.
So for however bad they were, this was just as bad.
I
No,
wouldn't
it
even
was
say
not.
that.
I didn't go that far.
You're bugging,
Doctor Strange is better than Guardians of the Galaxy.
You're on that
2.
peyote
Stop.
again.
bro. He is, bro. He's tweaking.
Come on, man. You can't mean that.
This movie
Man, I
was
wish I had
bad.
a soundboard.
You gonna make us defend Doctor Strange?
Yeah,
in
he's
a public
making
forum.
it I'm uncomfortable.
This is the worst
Like I said,
movie in the
You can
MCU.
say it.
They
No.
have way worse.
Yeah, we've had way.
If not the worst, one of them. God damn it!
Not
Okay,
even-
I mean-
It's
All right,
comfortably
that's
in the
fine.
middle.
It's
for
in the
me.
middle. I mean,
It's
Henny
very-
also stands Tom Holland, so you know we can't hold him against it.
Oh,
I can't wait to
wow.
get to that.
Ooh.
All right.
Come and go.
Man got no hands, but you know. Anyway, back to Doctor Strange.
I like how
Funny 'cause it
Dormammu was essentially just a big
Face.
face.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was terrible.
I mean,
I'm
He
sorry,
was
I
just
got
man.
Zordon,
Galactus
basically.
I
That
got
was
Galactus vibes.
That shit was dumb. Like, towards the end, it fell apart to me.
Yeah.
Because
Yep.
Dormammu
that
was
shit
so
was
raw.
stupid.
Yeah.
Nothing good about this movie besides the acid visuals. I could have got that on YouTube.
Boy, bye.
You aren't wrong, but you are wrong.
All right, what's y'all ratings for Doctor Strange?
Give it about a
6.5, 6.
Yeah.
yeah.
6.5 is fair.
You get in the echo
is.
chamber, Henny. We're all
4.
saying 6.
Oh, he said a 4.
You gave it a 4. That's no way near the worst.
What'd you give Thor 2?
Like 3.
Wow.
Dude, you just said that was the worst movie in the MCU.
I'm ballpark. I don't remember. That was last week.
I think I gave Guardians a 2.
You did.
The first
Yeah, I
one?
did. Yeah.
Dear Lord.
Oh,
stinks, man.
yeah. The second one stinks. The first one is.
They
you
both
know, never mind.
stink.
I wasn't
Okay.
here for this. We shouldn't
Okay,
bring it back up.
the only good thing I'll say about Guardians 2, like
We're going to get there.
We're literally, this is literally the
I
next
just want to
topic.
contextualize our ratings because
Guardians
Alright.
2.
Yeah, we're gonna get there.
That shit was
Guard-
cheeks.
We're gonna get there.
Okay.
Guardian. Next movie is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
All right.
Alright.
I didn't know it was right here.
Here we go. Okay.
To feature the original cast plus Mantis and Kurt Russell's ego, it was lauded as not being as fresh and original as the predecessor. But a post-credit scene that teased Adam Warlock. How did everybody feel about it?
Cheeks.
Here's the thing. It wasn't good, but there were some standout moments in the movie I did enjoy. The Yondu moment, the whole
Well, I don't care about him, but
I like Yondu.
I mean, the moment was touching, so he's right.
The moment was
Man, fuck that moment.
No, see,
Space
especially
Merle.
in the MCU where a lot of these.
You call him Space Merle?
yeah.
You're sick.
That's exactly what he is.
Oh my god!
Y'all are so sick. Oh my god.
I was trying to say in the MCU, a lot of these quote heartfelt and touching moments feel a little
Cheap,
and
half
fake.
baked.
Even in
Cheesy.
this very
Bad.
bad,
Almost everything in the MCU
Forced.
is that big.
Forced,
Shoehorned.
yes,
facetious.
in these, even in this movie is arguably very bad. That moment did feel real, and I felt something when I saw it. Like I'll say that, and
I'll agree with you.
in the like that. If that felt like I don't know, it was real. It didn't feel like
It was something.
or fake. Yeah, I liked it. And okay, the visuals were cool. Yeah.
Guardians is one of those weird
Sucked.
movies, like number 2, where it has a better villain than the first one.
But it's
So I would expect it to be
Still
better,
trash.
Yeah,
but it's not.
Yep.
Like okay, Kurt Russell didn't even do bad, but I didn't like it.
No, he's good. He was
He knocked
good.
it out of the park, but I still didn't like it.
It's like all the jokes were bad. Mantis is
Those are terrible.
atrocious.
That
It took-
irritated me.
It
Like,
took
ooh, let's insult-
everything. Go ahead, Ash. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was about to say, I think they just ran insulting Mantis into the ground. Like,
Yeah.
ooh, let's take stupid ass
Bro.
Drax and insult.
The fact that it was
Mantis the
Drax
whole time.
shitting on her too makes it
Exactly.
even
I was
worse.
like, this is
Yeah,
stupid.
yeah. Two things. One, Dave Bautista is Filipino, so him shitting on the Asian character is really weird.
You don't gotta remind me of that.
Two, it took everything that worked well in Guardians 1 and just like ran to the ground, like straight
Yeah.
up, straight
That's
into
what
the ground.
happens because
Like
Jim Rifle had full
Oh
control.
god.
Oh my
People-
god.
Jame's
People
goon
liked it,
had
so-
full control, bruh.
Comic
What
Mantis and MCU Mantis are like night and day.
Yeah. Same with Drax.
It's so sad.
Drax he's just an idiot. Like I don't ever want to see this man ever
Destroy
in
No
anything.
hands.
But people
With no
think he's
hands.
funny, and I don't get it. Like, why do people think
He's absolutely
stupid is
useless.
funny? Like, I don't get white humor.
Me
I was
neither.
about
funny
to say
about that.
something really
That's-
slanderous, but I'm
that's
gonna
like a
just keep
whole
it for off
movie
the
Say
pod.
it.
No, I
White
can't.
incel
It
humor.
won't make sense. I'll tell you later.
All right, bet.
But yeah, the
Only
movie
you'll
looks
understand
pretty.
it, Henny.
That's it.
All right, what will we all give Guardians to?
About a
5.
3.
I was gonna
5.
say 5.
Yeah,
I'll give it a
5.
5.
It's the worst franchise in this universe.
Oh,
Tied with
damn.
Thor to me.
Oh.
Tied with Thor.
Tied
Yeah.
with Thor.
That was hard.
If I gave,
It's actually,
like,
I blame it a lot for how bad the MCU's gotten.
if I
That's
gave,
facts. That's
if I
huge.
gave
facts.
4, 2, or 3, then this got to be a 3, 2.
Okay.
Or
we
2.
talked
Fuck
about
it,
it.
2.
Henny and I, or I think Ash was there too. We talked about it. Like Guardians is like almost solely responsible for like the tonal shift.
Oh yeah.
of the
Yeah.
MCU
Definitely.
from 1 to 2 to 3. Like it's literally all its fault.
It's all your fault.
All right, next movie. Spider-Man: Homecoming. This is Spider-Man's first solo MCU movie. It grossed almost $900 million, but it was received generally well by everybody. How did everybody feel about Homecoming?
It felt
It was
like I was
great.
watching a Spider-Man cartoon, which was really refreshing.
Yep.
But at the same time, I got problems with it. Mainly, all the biting from Miles Morales, and
That's my biggest problem with it.
and what else? I mean, Tom Holland has no hands. Like he's been doing it
None.
for a while. I just want some hands, and then him being Tony Stark's like little protege. While it makes sense, it's still kind of annoying. Like him having AI in his suit and all this other stuff. It's like
That was too much. I will
That's
agree
too
with that.
much. But
The
yeah,
things that
it's not
plague
bad.
Homecoming are not even its fault. to me,
Yeah.
because Peter's been stripped of so much that like even when you see him, you're like, yes, I know that's Spider-Man. Yes, I know that's Peter Parker. But like the world around him just doesn't feel like Spider-Man to me. It's confusing. Every time I see him, it's a very confusing feeling. Like I know you're Spider-Man. I know you're Peter Parker. I can see the costume. It just the world, everything surrounding you, bro, don't feel like you.
The
It's
Vulture
really
was
weird.
great.
Yeah, he was amazing.
I love Michael Keaton playing
He
a
did a good
villain
job.
Yeah.
and him being a likable and understandable
Incredible
villain.
villain,
That's
yes.
great.
Probably one of the best villains in the MCU, but that's not hard to do. So
It's not, but it's
they can never make
appreciated.
their villains truly bad in terms of like moral stuff. So
Uh,
when
Yeah.
I went in, I was like,
I don't know.
I knew
Iron
Vulture
Man.
would be
I mean, wait, hold,
different time
Hella
period.
was. Hella was.
Yeah,
Hella
Hella was just
was.
evil for the sake of evil.
but I completely forgot that movie existed. So I'm sorry.
Well, we're about to talk.
You know what?
It's actually next. So
Remember it now.
Henny, they shoehorned Hella too because what happened was
I didn't say she wasn't.
Well, we're
shooting.
gonna talk about it, bro. Just let us
I mean, we
let's
might
get
as
through
well talk
Homecoming.
about it
Yeah,
now.
let's talk. I'm saying you said, oh, nobody was bad for the sake of being bad. Well, she was Odin and her were killing people, and then Odin was like, "Yo, nah, we gotta change," and he threw her down after kind of manipulating her to do all this stuff with him. So
Damn, Odin's a bad
there's
father. Who would have thought?
There's another stage of manipulation to where she wasn't bad for the sake of being bad. Like, I mean, I'm not even caping for her, but it's just how these story plots go. So basically, yeah, you could say she was manipulated.
Anyways, back to Homecoming. Yeah. I think one of my biggest problems with it is the overproduction on his suit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It is bad, man. He looks like an insect.
it actually looks better in the Spider-Man PS4 game than it does. In Homecoming.
Yeah,
It
it
doesn't
does.
look like a real person in there. It looks
Honestly-
like Spider-Man is a being.
His homemade suit looked better.
It did.
It did.
On film because it's like it was all practical. I
Yeah,
don't
it's looking like
Speaking
real
of the-
fabric.
Speaking of the homemade suit, his warehouse scene was fire. That's a great scene. I
How
was gonna say that.
how do you like if you look at the practical Spider-Man suit, the Homecoming one, like behind the scenes and all that, it looks good. I feel like you don't have to put that much on it.
You don't.
And they didn't really
You
do
really
any better
don't.
in Infinity War. It still looked
No, they
weird.
didn't.
I mean, they gave him a whole different suit. in
Yeah,
the-
I mean,
It's animated all the time.
He looks.
It
Yeah,
does.
he looks so fake. I read something somewhere where they talked about why they did like the raised webbing on the suit, and they were like, one of the VFX people on the older Spider-Man was like, yeah, it makes him more cemented in the world. And
It
I was
does?
like, yeah. And then when they took it away in Homecoming, I was like, oh, well, that makes sense because now he looks fake as shit, and he has like
Yeah,
the lines
Yeah.
are in the suit
He's
and they're not
scary.
ready.
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
scary looking. Like, it doesn't move right.
Yeah.
Also, but like that's indicative of like whatever the fuck's going on with Marvel CGI because like it's been weird for a while now.
Yeah.
It has been.
I mean, look at the other Spider-Man
more
movies. How can you not replicate that? Those suits are
I
way
mean-
more complicated.
And they
With
look
that being
better.
said, this
and
is
they look better
probably
than it did.
I think this is probably the best Spider-Man live action
Well,
suit ever.
Live
Yeah.
action
No.
suit
Well,
ever?
no, I don't know.
No,
In theory,
No.
it should be. When you
It
look
should
at
be.
it behind the scenes, sure it does,
but it's not.
but it's not.
Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit shits all over it.
Yeah.
And I know everybody loves to shit on
I
the
agree.
Spider-Man movies.
No,
I'm here for it, Darius.
Amazing
Let's talk
Spider-Man
about it.
2. Amazing
not a
Spider-Man
stretch.
2. Oh, man.
Bro, that
looks
joint was
just like it's
cinematic, like
fresh
crazy,
out
bro.
the Ultimate Universe. It looks fresh out there, and it looks amazing.
That Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit was fire, bro.
Why is it so
Perfection.
hard? Why is it so hard to give us like a good Spider-Man suit? Like if
It's
Spider-Man
not. I mean,
can
it's
do
been
it,
done.
Like why can't?
Oh,
we
they
use
can
that?
do it. They just won't do it.
You
And
know
they messed
what?
it up even more.
the suit's not bad. Just it's over CGI.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like the design is
looks
good.
fake.
I like it. It's very modern. It's just
It should work, but it doesn't.
Kinda
it's,
like
you
this-
know, they're
I kinda
scared
I kind of like the Far From Home suit, low key.
with the black
You
one.
don't, you don't have
The
to
one
lie.
that shouldn't exist.
The Far From Home suit is good.
Wait, like, do you mean the stealth one or the red and black one?
red,
The red and black.
No, that stinks.
Yeah, the arms are weird. I don't like it. You know.
I don't
It was
like the web arms. I don't like the web arms.
Don't know why he has it. Don't know why he has a red and black suit. Don't
All
know
right,
who he thinks
man.
he
We
is.
are super
Damn,
off topic. But
No, we're not.
What's your ratings for Homecoming, everybody?
I give it
I'll give it a low 8. If that's
yeah, I'll give it an
possible.
8 too. It's
7.5.
still Spider-Man.
Seven.
I'll give it an 8.
I
I give it
still
an 8.
enjoy it. I watch
right.
it from time to time.
Next movie, Thor Ragnarok, the finale of the Thor trilogy. This movie grossed 854 million. It introduced Tessa Thompson's. Wow.
What did she say?
Introduced Tessa Thompson's Valkyrie. It's considered by many the first good Thor movie allegedly, and it's a very loose adaptation of Planet Hulk. How's everybody feel about Thor Ragnarok?
Okay, who wants this?
Who's letting off the most slanderous take first?
Okay, look.
This is top 5 worst MCU movies.
I don't think this is the worst MCU movie ever, but it's definitely the one I hate the most.
Okay, that is
yes.
It's definitely one of the worst, but it's also the best Thor movie.
That's not hard though.
That's like, I don't know.
Yeah, you
try.
That's really bare minimum.
As long as we can agree, it is better than the other Thor movies.
It's better, but I don't
there's
like
a
it
lot
more
of
than them.
there's a lot of factors
that
there's a lot of factors of the movie that I can enjoy while still saying this movie is shit. So,
I can think of one. I mean,
Valkyrie, I love that.
It was a space SNL skit, and I'm not talking an old one. I'm talking the new one.
Oh my god.
They were literally just improvising the whole time. That's what it felt like.
The one good thing about Thor Ragnarok is that they finally left the boring ass Earth alone. Like, you got Thor, who's like basically a cosmic character, if you want to call him a cosmic character or whatever. And they finally took him. They took him off Earth finally, and that was the problem with 1 and 2.
And then they just destroyed his home.
But yeah, and I didn't feel anything from that.
They literally took away everything that made Thor Thor.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's like, you know how we were just a second ago we were saying how Peter's been stripped away of everything.
Yeah,
that wasn't his fault. They've actually intentionally stripped Thor of everything that made him cool.
They took his pops. They took his moms, bro. They took his hammer. They took his fucking home. Like,
how do you mess up his lore, bro? He's got some of the richest, most interesting lore you can have on a character, and you
because there's no sense of seriousness in any of these movies.
Yeah, exactly.
Or direction, to be honest. They didn't know what they were doing.
Thor has been mishandled since he even appeared in the MCU. So I mean, it's whatever.
The only good thing he's got is powers that he should have always had right now. So.
Yeah.
My problem with Thor is that, like, in Ragnarok, they basically told him he didn't need a weapon and he was just a god and all that stuff.
And then Infinity War,
they were like, "Hey, man, you're gonna need this weapon."
But low-key, I feel like that was only to big up Thanos. Like,
yeah,
you got him.
Thor just Oonga Boonga, man. Just Oonga Boonga.
Nah, when he saw Hulk, I knew this was the worst movie I've ever seen.
I mean, they already it's bad because of Toddler Hulk. Like, I already don't like MCU Hulk, and that made me super not like him. Like, he was acting like a child.
Oonga Boonga. That's just a disgrace, bro. Just kill him off. You're not going to do nothing with it.
Oh, I hope.
This movie also made me never want to see Jeff Goldblum again.
Yeah, well, yes. Brandon, didn't you say Jeff Goldblum would make a good Deathstroke? I still have
I
will never
expose that man.
No, it's the oversaturation of Jeff Goldblum that I saw from that movie just made me never want to see him again. And that's how do you do that to me? Like, Jeff Goldblum's a cool guy. You made me not want to see him again?
Right?
That's a rare level of power.
It's terrible.
Tessa Thompson was good, but yeah.
Fire. She's the best part about the movie.
Tired of seeing Loki. You know, he doesn't do anything. But he's like
he does the same shit in every
movie. It's just
like see, I actually thought, oh, they're going to say he's going to be Hella's dad. Oh, damn, they're going to have a moment. Father, son, fuck you, dad. Shit, it'll be edgy. That'll be kind of entertaining to see. No.
They could have done something interesting with this movie where they talked about like false history and shit and how history is written by the winners, but they like glossed over it so quickly. And they didn't know. They just needed Thor and Co in space.
Well, why wasn't Loki her dad? What part of that is so hard to do? That is the most simple part. It wouldn't have.
Well, I mean, they gotta care.
Story.
They gotta care enough to do that first of all, and they don't.
It wouldn't change the story. I don't get it.
It's not, Brandon. It's also not hard to give Spider-Man hands, but you know they also didn't want to do that.
I mean, Tom Holland probably not cold though. Let's be honest.
But he's not.
Probably not. He's definitely not cold.
Carried by that too.
Like Zendaya got more hands than Tom Holland.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Yeah, this it's not good, Henny.
And people
it's not
love
good.
this movie, which I don't
They
understand.
say it's the best MCU movie ever. I mean, before
Well, honestly,
Infinity
they
War
love it
came out.
because it makes them laugh, and if it makes them laugh, then it's good. So
They
you know.
like the
And I
movie,
hate
but
that.
if you don't, okay, here's the thing. If you don't really care about the MCU, you don't care about the characters in the MCU. Okay, I can see why you'll enjoy this movie. That's totally valid. But if you actually care about the characters, yeah, oh, shit.
Yeah,
movie's horrible.
Bad.
Terrible.
Very, very bad.
It stinks.
All right, what's your rating for this movie, everybody?
I'm not gonna rate it.
I'll
Two.
give it a 5. I'll give it a 5.
I gave it a 2.
Give it a 5.
Give it a 4.
I'll give it a 5 solely because there were moments that I actually enjoyed.
Carl Urban was good.
If I catch
he was in that movie.
He was an executioner, and he had two guns.
Oh yeah,
that was cool.
I forgot about him, but he was cool.
Idris Elba was in this joint too, bro. Heimdall. You remember that?
Oh yeah.
Who?
Who?
You mean the other?
Oh my god,
black sidekick of a MCU hero?
Yeah.
Wait, the Warriors 3 were in this movie, and they got killed off, and
they got killed in 10 seconds.
Yeah, and no reaction from man. This movie's a 4.
You gotta stop talking about it.
It's genuinely a parody, bro. It's genuine. Like it's an SNL skit. Trust me on that. All right.
Next movie is Black Panther, the first mostly black cast minus Andy Serkis and Martin Freeman. It was received well, one of the greatest MCU movies to date. Described as different and new, very refreshing. It grossed $1.3 billion. For context, it outgrossed Civil War and Age of Ultron. And it made Black Panther and Killmonger into household names. How's everybody feel about Black Panther?
Okay.
Finally, some good food.
It's a good movie. Twitter.
I mean, I liked it.
It's one of their best.
Yes, it is. Twitter just made me hate it, but I can't. I need to separate I just need to separate the head assery from how I actually feel about the movie.
Yeah.
And after that, I had to write about it, and after that, I did take a break. I actually watched it on my own, headphones in, and it was a good movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
It's good.
I enjoyed it.
People are trying to turn on it, but because of the
like,
foolishness.
Niggas who went to the premiere dressed in T'Challa suits try to turn on it. You hate to see it.
Bro, listen. The only bad bit of it, like the part that I just didn't like, was just the CGI in third fight. But that's not that big to me. It's just like it, you know.
I mean, I didn't like T'Challa in the movie either.
Me
the movie
neither.
feels like it's about everybody else.
It does.
Yes.
And he's really passive. He's really passive in the movie.
I liked T'Challa better in Civil War than I did
because he had fire in his belly in Civil War.
That's true. Like he was.
The nigga was out for blood. That's it.
Yeah, he needs to command. He needs the presence.
It's a problem when everybody talks about your movie and they're not talking about you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
His suit even got worse.
It did.
He had fire in his belly in Civil War.
I don't agree with that.
I feel like
you don't agree with what?
His suit got worse. His suit was decent.
They added fake abs.
It was decent, but it still got worse. I mean, it's not saying it's bad. It just got worse. Killmonger's suit was way better.
Killmonger's suit was raw.
Killmonger was raw.
Killmonger was hard.
Killmonger sucked.
I'm in the middle. Like parts of him were good, and then other parts were like, eh. So,
I'm sorry, but
he's not bad.
Is a great actor,
he wasn't
but
terrible.
He could not act on that.
Hey, auntie.
Yeah, after he said, "Hey, auntie,"
okay, that was a fire line. That was funny.
No, it wasn't.
That's
I thought he did a good job.
You know why Henny thinks he's fired?
See, that's why I thought you did a good job too.
Henny likes WWE.
Okay,
Henny likes
but
WWE. Of course, that sounded fire to him.
Can we be honest? Like, it was probably it only became shit to me after I hopped on the timeline. When I saw it in the theater, I was like, "Hello, that's kind of funny," and then it just, yeah.
Nah.
Can we all agree? Can we agree that this movie was not bad? However, the discourse surrounding it was horrible.
Oh yeah,
it was good.
Yeah.
Listen,
discourse around all these movies are bad.
All non-Ant-Man related movies are bad.
Yes. But this is bad for a very specific reason.
What gets me
We're
mad is
not pushing that agenda.
Jump on are the ones that actually should be slanted.
I think, okay, no offense, Church, but I've pushed the hardest Ant-Man agenda on tweet-wise than has ever been pushed.
Well, I'm proud of you.
You know which one it is too.
Yeah, I'm very proud of you. I appreciate that.
Yes, it was for you. All right.
I just move in silence, bro. So
yeah, I have to be your voice.
So, Black Panther was great.
Yeah,
it's still great.
It was.
It's one of my favorites.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the rewatch, but yeah, it was just the hype on Twitter. It just made it. Yeah,
especially for a debut, like for Ryan Coogler's first entry into this universe.
His career is actually really good.
It is. He's got a great track record, and I'm sure he realized what he can and can't do with this one.
Yeah,
2 will probably be like even better.
They should have got him for the Wakanda parts in Infinity War because Wakanda was like goddamn Montana.
Wakanda was like bringing Coogler in. Man, they're not letting nobody in that office. Come on now.
So what's y'all ratings for Black Panther?
9.
I'll give it a 9.
Wait, you said all that shit into 9, Ash?
I mean, I just said I just had a few problems with it. I still liked it overall.
She's still black.
Like shit on it.
Yeah.
You know.
I liked it overall. You act like I just sat here and just like shat all over it.
I mean, you kind of did.
The fruit-eating cat did a good job.
Was bad. You insulted his manhood by saying that, Ash. You know
who? Killmonger?
You insulted Henny's manhood by saying Killmonger was bad. I love
Michael B. Jordan, but him as Killmonger just was not it for me. I'm sorry. He just wasn't.
I give it an 8 or 8.5.
I'll give it an 8.
I got 8.5 too.
All right, next thing we got on the agenda. Oh my god! All right, next thing we got is Infinity War. This is pretty much Thanos' highlight tape. Features every living hero to date in the MCU. Spanned thousands and thousands of memes, and it grossed $2 billion at the box office. How does everybody feel about Infinity War?
It was a good time.
It was a good time.
My only complaint would be that the movie jumps around a lot, but it also had to. And the Black Order is wasted, and I'm tired of seeing people defend the fact that the Black Order were wasted by saying they were side characters. No, they got beat by. How do you mix the 2 strongest Avengers and then just get mixed by a nigga with wings?
They don't understand how many people, like in the comic, how many people it took just to beat the Black Order.
Yeah, they don't.
4 Ronins to beat Black Dwarf.
They also turned the Outriders, who were deadly assassins, into mindless dogs.
Yeah, they were dogs.
But let's start at the beginning. You know, like just the beginning bit with Thanos and Fade and Hulk.
It's sad. It's a sad time to be a Hulk fan. You know,
it's sad. I mean, there's only one out there, but it's sad to be
a
Hulk fan. And then Loki tried to do that whole I'm on this side. I'm on this side. And he finally died.
Thank God. I was happy when
I was genuinely buzzing about that.
I was so glad he was dead.
You know, and then everything after that, everything happened so fast.
It did.
Like it just started. It's like I don't even know how to tear this thing apart. Yeah, like it was just all go.
I like it though.
I like it like that. It was definitely a new experience. It was all go. I don't, but to this day, I still don't know how I feel about it. Like I know I like it. I know I think it's pretty good. I think, but I don't know.
I like the movie,
but like it's
do
not
I like
the best
the movie,
Avengers
or
movie
do I like
me.
just the Thanos parts?
I like the movie.
I like the movie for sure. But the Thanos parts are the best parts.
Yeah, like, do I just like those parts, though, or do I think everything is good? I don't know.
I definitely think everything is good.
Every bit with the Guardians, I did not like.
Me neither.
Very bad.
Okay, they are the worst part of this fucking universe.
Yes. But I will say that the best team by far in the movie, I think, was Thor, Groot, and Rocket. And then the Iron Man team, and then Cap's team. But Cap's team was like non-existent in the movie, which is weird.
They just
I know Iron Man's team was pretty mid.
I don't agree with that.
I mean,
they got heavy hitters though.
They got pieced up in the beginning. They got pieced up in the middle, and they got pieced up at the end.
I'm talking about more than just hands, Henny. Oh my God! Like everything isn't fighting.
I'm just speaking.
It is all that kind of matters in this.
God,
me.
This whole movie is about fighting. Like what the fuck?
Henny, your knuckles are dragging a little bit too much.
All right, man. All right, man.
Tony teed up. Oh my!
Tony did tee up, even though he got mixed.
He was the best character to me.
He should have died.
He literally had.
Well, he's gonna die in the end game, so you're fine.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
It's happening.
He did the most out of next to Doctor Strange. Him and Doctor Strange.
Well, and Thor.
Yeah, Thor.
Hey,
Thor was great.
Okay,
this is the first time Thor felt like a god.
I like Doctor Strange.
Thor hit him one time. Come on. Let's be honest.
He put a hole in his chest.
He didn't put in more sweat, blood, and tears than Tony did. Let's be honest, right here.
I mean, because he didn't have to like.
He just blanked a whole bunch of NPCs. I mean, if we're being honest, like he killed a bunch of dogs.
Tony was in his face. Like.
Dang, Brandon, you might be right. Did Thor really do anything?
No. I think this movie is the worst that Cap has looked. Like those Wakandan shields were trash. God. This man looked dusty. He didn't look good. He
wasn't from his uniform.
I'm telling you, bro. The Russo bros should never handle Wakanda again.
Their color, the
they forgot about the Wakandan warships.
It looked like my backyard in Florida. That's what Wakanda looks like.
It looked like a field in Montana, bro. It should look like Jersey.
Yeah.
There was no city, bro. Like there was no buildings.
Nothing.
I know you got a better. This was literally an end of world situation. I know you got more people and weapons than that.
They ain't got no guns. They ain't got no turrets. They ain't got no tanks.
It was like an old school battle, which is really weird.
This is the most technologically advanced nation in the world. You motherfuckers don't got a pistol?
No plane. No ships, bro.
Nothing.
None.
Come on,
it
man.
was just fucking advanced spears.
And then fucking bro, Tony ass thought he could take Thanos with him, Spider-Man, and Doctor Strange. Mind you, two of these niggas got pieced up by Thanos' lightweights.
I mean, he had no choice but to try. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and be like he was stupid.
Well, nigga, he could have turned around.
Doctor Strange had a plan.
I mean, Henny, just because you turn around and bend over doesn't mean Tony has to.
What is what?
Hey,
I'm cutting that out.
Doctor Strange had a plan, man.
He did.
They had to fail.
Bro, you can't tell me at any part at all that Tony did not put in work. Give me a second.
He did. He just didn't give his homeboy his best stuff. That's it.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
He had War Machine out there like just a bullet monkey.
I mean, no big deal. He just let his friends to their day.
You know what's funny? The best technological advancement on the field for Wakanda was the Hulk Buster.
Oh God,
Jesus!
And
it's really just the state of Russo's Wakanda.
Yeah, what's crazy? They had no tech and they still mixed the Black Order.
That's how you know. Why do people make excuses for the Black Order being bad? Like I don't get it.
Because they don't know who they are.
They're like, oh, y'all wanted a 7-hour movie. I'm like, no, you don't need a 7-hour movie to show people being cool and formidable. That's not the point. I just hate niggas so much.
Okay, I'm back. What did I miss?
Nothing. But like I was saying earlier, I've only seen it twice. I need to watch it one more time before the movie comes out to decide if I genuinely liked it.
You don't have to watch
it. I'm afraid I might hate it.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I'm gonna watch it again before Endgame.
We gotta rabbit it.
What are you talking about? Infinity?
Okay, fine.
Yeah, Infinity War.
I just need to see. I don't even need to watch the whole movie. I just need to watch the Tony fight scene again.
Well, YouTube's right there.
Because Jesus Christ, Tony just went in. It's not the fact.
All that for a drop of blood.
Yes, and he was the only nigga to do that.
I thought it was a drop of clout.
Well, it was a drop of clout.
Or a drop of cum.
What?
All right, I'm out.
And he's 3 for 3 in the wild area here.
This movie did make me want to see Doctor Strange 2 because he actually did a lot in this movie.
Yeah.
You know, he's been like that.
He's been like that. So at least I know in Doctor Strange.
It's under someone different.
Bro, he just seemed a lot more serious.
Yeah, he did.
He didn't seem like a bumbling idiot.
Wait, how many years? What's the difference between Doctor Strange and Infinity
2 years?
War?
A year or two, maybe.
Okay,
I think it's 2 years.
Bro, we've made so many jokes, but what if Wong really does put the killing blow on Thanos, bro?
I don't think he will.
Why would the MCU let a minority do that?
Exactly.
Wong is too busy running a school for assassins in San Francisco.
Yeah, way more important than any of this, by the way.
That was
also a Russo Bros project, by the way.
Wait, that was like 30. No, that was 30 years ago. What you mean? He's doing other things.
Oh my God, just go with the joke, nigga.
30 years ago.
He's gonna get Marcus and Saya to jump Thanos. Go Marcus.
Might work, bro.
Marcus gonna be throwing plates at Thanos.
I don't know how much left I have to say about it. It's just like, I don't know.
All right, what would y'all rate this movie?
Give it 7.
You know what? No. 9.5. 9.5.
I'll give it an 8.
There was definitely flaws.
It's literally fueled only by Thanos. That's the only reason I think.
It's the Thanos highlight tape, but
because like the Black Order was in a lot of it, and knowing they stink drives the score down for me.
I know Jonathan Hickman just rolled his eyes.
Yeah, but he ain't comment on it.
He should. I don't know why. That's the funniest thing. He talks about everything except for that. Maybe they just paid. Maybe they gave him a big.
Let DC adapt one of his stories, and I bet he'll say something.
Yeah.
I'm just
Does
saying.
he have any DC stories?
Oh, I don't know.
All right, man.
I don't think so.
I feel like maybe Disney gave him a big enough check to not tweet.
If he did.
All right, I give this movie a 7. Let's move on to Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yes.
Go.
This is the first MCU movie after Infinity War, but it had a mixed reception. It was quoted as messy but satisfying. How's everybody feel about Ant-Man and the Wasp?
Go.
That's exactly what it was.
It was, yes, but it was also spectacular.
And that's why I love it.
And it was in my hometown. Ooh, go.
It was, wasn't it?
He said, "Ooh, goats."
It's complicated because I don't know. I don't think it's better than Ant-Man 1.
It's not.
I like way more in it. Like
Giant Man.
Giant Man. Never get tired of that.
Ghost
and Ghost. Yeah, like it. It's a consistent experience. Like I don't know which one to put over which, because I love origin stories genuinely, like the most, but I don't know. It's not fantastic, but I don't need it to be. It serves its purpose for me.
Yeah, I don't hate it. It's very.
I didn't like when it released though, but I understand why it did.
Yeah,
the release time is bad.
So I feel like the rewatch value on Ant-Man and the Wasp will be higher than the initial watch value.
It is.
People are gonna go back to it because of Endgame, but like, I don't know.
I still don't know why Hope got snapped. That just bothers me.
Yeah,
like it just the characters they chose to kill off just bother me.
I mean, yeah, because it's everybody who's basically confirmed for a sequel. So
yeah,
it's
that
like,
and
there's
like
no weight to any of them dying.
It's like most of either the minorities or the women, and it's like, why would you erase a character that just got introduced? That doesn't give me any shock value.
It really doesn't.
You erase the character I had time with, and I'm like, yeah.
For Guardians, Guardians 2 did a lot of things where like they took everything that worked in the first movie and just turned it up and ran to the ground. That's how I also feel about Ant-Man and the Wasp, but it is not as bad as Guardians 2. I will say that. It's actually a decent movie. It's
enjoyable mid.
It's the little definition of mid.
Whoa.
I'm not offended by that.
Please don't lie, Brandon, and say that it's not mid.
Please don't get on this podcast and lie.
It wasn't mid. I watched it 3 times.
All right,
that doesn't mean that it's not.
All right, man. All right, man.
Yeah, but
no, you're wrong. You're just wrong. Shut the fuck up and be wrong. It's okay to be wrong.
No, I'm not wrong, and I will box Joe Budden. I'm not wrong.
And yeah, obviously, like it's pretty important because we got the whole quantum realm thing, and it serves its purpose. It was just weirdly timed, but I don't know how else where you release it, where you can put that end credit scene.
It could have been last year, like late last year, not
like November.
November, December.
Yeah, but we would have gotten no indication that. I guess Ant-Man could have showed him and like Hope and Hank are gone. I don't know. It was weird. It was a weird release. I think that's why I didn't make as much money. I don't care about money though.
Yeah, it just released at a really weird time.
Yeah.
It's such a weird movie to follow Infinity War up with.
Do you think
That's why I
do you think,
usually just don't even like when I watch it.
Far
I don't
From
even
Home
go
will
to the
get hit
end credit scene. I just cut it off.
Do you think Far From Home will get hit with that?
I don't. I think people
Huh?
will come out of Endgame happier than they did with like Infinity War, and they'll be like, "Oh well, Spidey's back now. I can do this." Ant-Man and the Wasp was like doomed.
Captain Marvel should have probably came out before Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Low key.
Yeah,
It makes
I could
sense.
see that.
It makes sense because we get the Infinity War end credit scene. You're like, okay, he's calling somebody, and then bam, we see who he's calling. But yeah.
All right, what's y'all ratings for Ant-Man and the Wasp?
I'll give it an 8 because I'm a stan.
Yeah.
I'm at like a 5.5.
I'll give it an 8.5 because it was in my hometown.
The gospel will continue.
It's a fun movie.
Uninterrupted.
It's not a good movie, but it's a fun movie.
I'll give it a 6.
That's fair. It goes
All right.
on.
Next thing we got in the final MCU movie to date, Captain Marvel, the first female-led MCU movie, currently at $990 million and currently at a 60% audience score at Rotten Tomatoes. How everybody feel about Captain Marvel?
This movie got a lot more shit than it deserved from like a certain like
Incels.
certain group of people who just
Incels.
really basically I don't want to validate their opinions by saying that the movie is mediocre, but at the same time it shouldn't matter.
It is mediocre.
The movie's mediocre.
Like, it's not bad, but it's not good.
It's not good. It's the first female-led MCU movie, and of course the people who thought that, oh well, these internet trolls might mess with Captain Marvel, opening weekend. I'm like, no, they're not going to impact anything. The movie was guaranteed to make $1 billion. People were guaranteed to love it. Like, it's not an underdog in any sense. And it's
once they put the full machine behind it, I knew it was making $1 billion.
Oh yeah, like, it's guaranteed. It's not a good movie, but and they changed so much with the Skrulls and like Marvel and everything. It's I don't know. I can't say anything else.
It's really weird.
The whole movie is
an agenda.
Yeah, it's a strong agenda.
I don't think that's necessarily bad.
Captain Marvel.
Either,
okay,
but
my phone died.
I don't know where it's coming from. It's weird.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with it having an agenda, but like it's just coming from the rat machine.
It's strong. The agenda is
strong, and they also ruined one of Nick Fury's most interesting parts in this movie for a gag, and people think it's funny, and I'm like, it's just bad.
And they hit their cute character quota.
They did
with the cat. Because they, when they're
it's
running
not really
out of
cat.
options,
it's a cat, but it's
an alien.
It's a flirkin.
It's a flirkin. That just sounds like you just hit the keyboard, make up a name for something. It's like very okay.
Yep, that's it.
Very okay.
I saw some people giving it more props because she didn't have a love interest, and I had to think about it. I was like, yeah, she didn't have one. Damn, that doesn't change anything, though.
It doesn't. You think that it would. Like,
I know people tried to slight Wonder Woman for like Steve Trevor being an important part, and I'm just like, well, Steve Trevor brought the best out of her, and nobody brought the best out of Captain Marvel. So,
to keep it a G, the best part about Captain Marvel was the woman who played Monica Rambeau or Maria Rambeau.
Yeah, Maria Snap. She was
TTG.
She was kind of fine too.
Wow.
Bro, wow.
You all right,
Are you really objectifying women right now, bro?
He is.
Bro,
He's got the big warning.
Bro.
I told
niggas was talking about Bree. Nah, ain't nobody looking at Bree. Nobody looking at Bree.
Strong chin ass.
Brie Larson, she's not a bad actress at all, but
she's
like,
not.
The character
she's a really good actress
for her is not good. Like, she was so bland.
It was just, I don't know how to describe it. It's like she doesn't have the presence of a superhero.
Yeah,
I don't know.
She
it's
didn't have any charisma.
She would play someone else, like Barbara Gordon or something. I don't know. Not Captain Marvel.
Barbara Gordon.
I just threw something out there, bro. Like not
she has the chin for that costume.
Not the
character. We're not gonna disrespect the woman's chin, bro. I gotta edit that out.
This is woman to woman. Her chin looked like a cinder block. Like,
oh my god.
There we go.
Jesus Christ.
Half sabotaging the plot.
Ed
She
McGinnis
goes
chin.
to her own. Hate to see it.
You got the Ed McGinnis chin.
Yeah, it's just very okay.
All right, man. I gotta cut that out.
Wow.
I understand why you have to cut it out, but still funny.
It's still sad, yeah.
That just means we were right.
There you go.
All right,
But
man.
yeah, it's the most okay of all the MCU movies.
It's the literal definition of mid.
Yeah, it's a 5.
Yeah, I think I gave it a 7.
That scene where Fury looked at the aliens' meat may have dropped it down to a 4, though.
I mean, that's something, you know.
You relate to that, buddy?
Like everybody laughed at that, and I was just like, y'all popping for that? Really?
Like, why is that?
I mean, I laughed because it was awkward. I was like, well, yeah, but not because it was funny.
Somebody would do that. Somebody would do that, but it didn't have to be make it Coulson or something. It could have been Coulson.
I would have wanted more Coulson in the movie.
Yeah, why were Coulson and Ronan even cast? Because they didn't do anything. They're just there for like
to give
Easter egg purposes,
just to get Fury out of there. Give him a reason to escape S.H.I.E.L.D. And I don't know why Ronan was in there. Just to double down on him being terrible and should have not ever been born.
Jesus.
Sorry.
And there you have it.
All right. That is the end of our MCU episode. Everybody do your outro. I'll go last once again.
Oh, we're doing outros again?
Yeah.
I'm kind of drunk, so
it's okay. You didn't have to tell the audience, but
yeah, we didn't need to know that.
I always gotta tell my audience when I'm drunk.
You slurring like a motherfucker.
I'm not.
I always gotta tell my it's okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, but this is Ashley.
You're not.
She really.
I'm really not. What?
Go ahead.
Wow, this is Ashley Stampede. Thank you for listening to our MCU special episode. We know it's long, but you sat through it, and we commend you for it. We should probably give y'all something for it, but we're not because we're poor.
Oh yeah,
we're sorry.
Somebody's giving. I don't know.
Except for Brandon. Apparently, Brandon got money.
He's not broke no more.
I'm an AirPod giveaway.
You should. You got 2
AirPods. Wow.
This church, back off more God. That's all I got, bro. That's it.
Read Deadly Class.
Read Deadly Class, please.
Is it me
Jason?
next?
Yes, it's you.
Oh yeah, this is Jason. Oh, Jason. Go play Sekiro.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, don't.
Love yourself.
Don't play that.
Whatever.
Go watch the Let's Play.
It is fun. It's just
infuriating.
Cancerous.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, that chained ogre threw me off the cliff. I didn't touch the game for like 2 days. I was like, nope.
Yeah,
continue.
Brandon's ears.
Darius. Brandon Darius.
It's called Jason. Called Jason.
Bro.
I love that.
I'm sorry. It's funny. It's Brandon and Dirt Devil. I might do a giveaway. You never know. Maybe.
What are you gonna give away?
Maybe like a PlayStation or something.
His newfound virginity.
A PlayStation.
Give it. I know.
Give it to Ken. Give it to Ken.
Yo.
Please. All right.
This is Darius at Idianova. I'm happy to officially be a member of the Looking Glass podcast. Read The Flash by Mark Waid and The Flash by Grant Morrison and The Flash by Jeff Johns.
Actually, just read anything by Mark Waid.
Just watch the CW Flash. The greatest.
Don't you dare ruin my outro with that garbage.
Go ahead, Henny.
This is X, aka Henny, at Blackishing90. I don't know the tag Excelsior bitches. Thank you for joining us on our State of the MCU episode. You have no idea how much we appreciate it. We love doing bonus episodes like this. We might make it, a little bit exclusive in the future, but we really appreciate it nonetheless. Please follow us at Looking Glass Net. Subscribe to the Barbershop Patreon. $5 gives you access to exclusive content like Nearly Canceled Entourage featuring Pierce and Scott. Go follow the Barbershop page at Barbershop Digital. Hold up, I got everything else right here. Follow Church's Pod at From Deep Pod. Follow Ash's Pod at EV_gang. Rate the Barber's Chair and Looking Glass feed 5 stars and leave a comment. If you leave a comment, we will shout you out on the pod. And that's all we got for you this week. Thank you for being with us. We are out. Ash is a house nigga.